A stretch of one of Swansea's busiest roads is to be closed for the entire weekend to accommodate this year's Wales Airshow. Oystermouth Road, from the Civic Centre to the bottom of Sketty Lane, will close to all traffic between June 30th and July 1st, when more than 250,000 visitors are expected to gather on Swansea's promenade and waterfront for the action-packed program of aerial displays. It is expected to be the biggest ever airshow in the city, which attracted 75,000 visitors when it was first held in 2009. The weekend road closure, which runs from Friday until Monday morning, is being implemented to cater for the increase in displays and visitors, as well as safety and security concerns. Diversions, parking and park-and-ride facilities are to be put in place to ensure visitors can still reach the event despite the road closure, while also keeping traffic moving around the city. Former mayor on trial over historical child sex abuse allegations Mark Thomas, Swansea Council Cabinet Member for Environment and Infrastructure Management, said, "Oystermouth Road is one of our busiest roads, so the decision to close it during the airshow wasn't taken lightly, but it is really the only safe option for the many thousands of visitors that weekend. We closed the road last year during the airshow hours and it worked very well. This year we'll be extending the closure across the weekend to make the event even safer for visitors. Our highways team have put in place a series of diversions to keep the traffic moving during the weekend. We'll temporarily reopen access utilizing the eastbound carriageway for westbound traffic during the busy Friday afternoon period to help the traffic flow. We're promoting the closure and diversions as widely as possible to enable motorists to plan their journeys in advance. Will hopefully help to reduce disruption for those not attending the event and improve the experience for those that are." The red arrows at the Wales Airshow over Swansea last year. The red arrows at last year's airshow. Image, Jonathan Myers. Oystermouth Road will be closed in both directions from the Civic Centre to Sketty Lane from 10 a.m. on Friday, June 29th to 6 a.m. on Monday, July 2nd. The road will however reopen westbound only between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Friday, June 29th to accommodate rush hour traffic, with vehicles able to travel west but on the eastbound carriage, while trade stands are set up on the westbound carriageway. The closure has been agreed following discussions with South Wales Police. A Force spokesman said, "South Wales Police are accustomed to policing major events and it is important that visitors to an event as large as the Wales Airshow feel safe. As always, our priority will be to maintain a visible and reassuring presence in and around the airshow and to provide the response the public would expect in order to keep them safe." This year's show takes on extra significance as it celebrates both the RAF's 100th anniversary and the commemoration of the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. The RAF will be bringing extra displays, personnel and equipment and a comprehensive program of air displays which includes the world-famous Red Arrows, the Battle of Britain memorial flights, the Typhoon and others. Car had to be towed away after it blocked access to launch a lifeboat. Robert Francis Davies, Swansea Council's Cabinet Member for Investment, Regeneration and Tourism, said, "The airshow is such a popular event we've outgrown the space available on the promenade. We need to create extra space for the bigger RAF presence and for visitors by utilizing Oystermouth Road, but we can only do that safely by closing it to traffic along a short section. This means we can also utilize that extra space for more stands and exhibitions to make the airshow even bigger and better. We got the message out about the traffic arrangements for the fabulous biggest weekend 3 weeks ahead of the event so people could take it into account and it worked really well. That's one of the reasons why we are doing the same for the airshow. Visitor safety remains our priority, so managing traffic in and around the area with large crowds remains essential. Following changes to legislation around the safety of airshows, we are following the footsteps of other destinations and diverting traffic away from the flight paths and major crowds." The red arrows at the Wales Airshow 2017. Despite the closure, traders in Swansea insist it will be business as usual for visitors. Russell Greensland, chief executive of Swansea Business Improvement District, said, "The airshow is a jewel of an event for Swansea Bay and we are pleased to see it return. It is important to stress that although these necessary, temporary road closures will be in place, Swansea City Centre will be very much open for business for those who want to enjoy the great restaurants, cafes and retail on offer. Just as stones throw away from the airshow activity.